Hey, just working hard so I can please you.
So who else used like the Justin Bieber sing-along toothbrush vibrator?
I always wanted to get one of those.
Toothbrush vibrator?
Toothbrush as a vibrator. The one that's like, baby, get you to brush your teeth for 2 minutes. Well,
how does that work?
How do you stay in the mood after hearing that song? Like, I feel that's such an immediate turn off.
Dude, it's like he's getting you out.
Imagine if you're like doing it in the middle. Imagine if you're like, in the middle of the night and everyone in the house is here, baby.
Well, no.
Yeah, like, would you hear it better if it's touching you? You know?
It's being used as a vibrator. So
I'm just curious.
No,
because when you put it in your mouth, right?
I never had one, unfortunately.
Well, now.
Well, do you still use it as a regular? Wait, do you still use it as a regular toothbrush after the fact? Like,
yeah, it's a toothbrush.
Hell.
I'm just kidding.
Christ.
I'm just kidding. But oh my god, talking about toothbrushes, guys. Oh my god, I had a discovery.
Uh-oh.
So y'all, and maybe I said this already, but I don't care. So y'all know.
Wait, I know this is.
The girl had to at my house, and I had suspicions that she used my toothbrush because it was wet when it wasn't supposed to be, right? Because toothbrush is fucking dry, right? And so I was like curious. I was like, the other day, I brushed my teeth earlier in the day, and I wanted to see, like, touch the bristles and see if it's actually just they stay moist for a long time, right? It was dry, so I'm pretty sure she actually did use my toothbrush when she was living at my house.
That's nice.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
Yeah, along with like leaving toenail clippings everywhere.
Oh, extra bonding.
It's not like she just clips, she picks out
in my bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry,
a little snack later.
What? Yeah, that's true.
I just remember when we're at CJ's house, the case of the fucking pubes on the toilet.
Oh my god, have we told that story? Wait,
I feel like I remember that.
Wait, that wasn't at CJ's house. Oh, do you mean like in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, has that story been told on the podcast? Because that was a really good story.
Definitely not.
I remember hearing that.
Please tell that, because I don't remember it well enough. I relayed it to Jay.
It's been a long time.
So good.
Any chance you remember it better than I do? Because I just remember it happening. I don't remember much of the specifics.
There's really not much to it other than that there were just pubes in the toilet, and it was really just the mystery of who done it.
Whose pubes were they?
Yeah, it was really just a mystery of who done it.
Wasn't there like a whole thing? Wasn't there like a whole thing where like they had some girl over and like
a girl and her friend came over?
It seemed like it was definitely probably her, and that the guys had multiple razors out, so no one knew like if he used
whose razor was used, whose pubes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I to this day I don't know. I mean, who found it? It was, I think Brennan found it. So like, low-key prime suspect right there.
You think it's a cover-up?
Well, I mean, dude, it was just like what? It was one of those moments like, are you dead ass right now? But I don't know. I don't know who it was. I don't. There's really not much else to that story other than it was just like fucking the butler did it with the candlestick in the fucking.
The butler did it with the candlestick.
Like I don't know who fucking did it, but shit. Maybe one day we'll find out.
We got one of them confess.
Yeah, one day someone will confess.
Can we have him on the podcast for a confession?
We still need that guest.
Wait, do you think that would ever be like an actual thing that could happen? Is like getting him on the podcast as a guest, or like?
Wait, Brennan.
Like, do you think he'd be interested? Well, I mean, I don't know who the girl. I mean, Brennan. No, but I mean, if it was them, then if they could confess,
Brennan would definitely. I feel like Brennan would definitely be into this.
I mean, he would definitely love to tell the story because he was quite adamant on finding out who done it.
Think about the stories Brennan could tell on this fucking podcast.
I mean,
I feel like he'd be like somehow crazier than all of us. Somehow, I don't know how that's possible, but I get that vibe.
It's funny because Brendan doesn't give like crazy vibes, but he definitely is.
Yeah.
For some reason, he's been mentioned like more than probably other friends we've had on here, so or that we have. So
Yeah.
it seems
And
like
like I don't even know the guy like in person, so
Yeah.
Half people don't even know, but yeah.
Like, I think the only interaction you guys have had with Brennan is I gave him my phone once. He joined VC and started screaming at you guys in Portuguese.
Oh yeah, I remember. He's
Sounds about right.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone. That was a good time. That was a good time. Simpler times. Much simpler times. I'm trying to think. Do I have a story for this episode? I don't know.
I'm 20 now. I turned 20 yesterday.
Yeah.
Double digits.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
big boy.
Yeah. And well, I mean, I guess since it's like it probably won't be uploaded or ever. It, today's the 30th. My birthday's 29th, but yeah, it feels weird that I'm no longer in my teens, like officially. I was like legally an adult at 18, I guess, but like I don't know. Now it actually like feels a little bit more like it. Um, but yeah, and it does amaze me like how like even though I just said like it does feel a little different, like that's kind of true, but it does amaze me like how every single year goes by, like I get less and less like phased by. I'm like, yeah, it's just a normal day, but I also get older.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
that's
like I
kind
feel
of
like I
the vibe
used
of
to hold such like
birthdays.
a yeah, I used to hold like a sentiment like a heavily sentimental value like when I was a kid, and then it just slowly just like broke down until like now I'm just like yeah, I don't really care. It's like it's just like a little like extra day where like my family gets to do whatever I want. Like we can go to whatever
Yeah.
restaurant I want to eat. Which yeah, I went it's not really my favorite restaurant, but I went to Red Lobster because they have my favorite chicken Alfredo. And the biscuits are super good, and their lemonade is super good. Um, except this time around, unfortunately, their lemonade wasn't that good when I ate on my birthday, but it's okay. And then we after that for dinner, I hung out with like my uncles and my dad and brother for a little bit, and we went out to like a it was an Asian place. I had like sushi and sweet and sour chicken, and then we
Just
got
Asian
ice
things.
cream later at that
Woo.
Jeremiah's place that I was talking about one episode, like a few episodes ago. Favorite ice cream place, so good. If you're other in the southern states, definitely recommend. And then I went to a venue with my brother, and that was fun. Oh, and I'll send videos in the podcast chat, but I, they had like a cute little lizard guy, so like I recorded him for a little bit, and it was so funny. Oh, comic. Um, but like I do we know like if lizards like what is their hearing like? Because
What?
it was inside and it was really loud. So like I don't know if that poor lizard like every Friday night was getting like heavy rock music like blasted into its poor like whole ears, but like I don't know. Do we know like is their hearing like particularly good? Because I feel like that thing must have to be deaf by now.
Well, don't they just have like really good reflexes and stuff? I don't know. Do they have good hearing?
I don't know, I'll look it up.
Do lizards have? I love Google. Do lizard? Oh. Oh, so higher tones, no, I guess they can't hear it as well. So like maybe if you are screaming in front of its face, it just looks at you like you're an idiot. Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
just
it
like
was pretty close to like where the action was happening too, because it was like right next to me. I was sitting, it was like at a bar, but it was also like I don't know. In the back they just had like a drum set and like guitars and speakers and stuff, and then I was just sitting at like the very edge of the bar, and there was a cute little lizard guy, and then they were playing Overwatch on like the big TV too, and my friend started playing Call of Duty up on it. It was funny.
can lizards play Call of Duty?
That's a good question. That's what I want to know.
Can do lizards
Know how to play Call of Duty.
Why is this actually a search?
Is it actually a thing?
Like scientists have done a study where they taught lizards how to play Call of Duty with their minds.
Oh,
If you
No,
drop a
yeah.
controller into a box of lizards,
Yeah.
it's bound to hit enough buttons on the way down where it's
True.
playing Call of Duty.
You remember how long it takes for them to get a kill?
Well, I don't think. I think I'm going down a rabbit hole here.
A rabbit hole?
A rabbit hole.
Rabbit.
Bearded dragons like to play with mirrors.
Hey, Aiden,
Yeah.
U2's is making a weighted Appa plush. Look.
YouTube's this?
Hey yo.
It's so cute.
Yo.
Up of the stopper.
He's just a big guy.
Papa Stop.
Up a stopper.
Big guy. It's actually not even that expensive either.
Yeah,
No.
not really. Yeah. You'd think.
Purchase
Close,
it.
that's-
You'd think for a 16-inch whole ass, weighted ass, quality ass.
Bro,
plush.
he looking like a little marshmallow. Just want to squeeze him.
Appa's
Oh, the
delightful.
slippers are $90. What the hell? What?
Up of the stopper.
Look at that. He like
will
holds your
make you
feet.
bankrupt.
He like holds your foot. Go look at the slippers.
Well, why'd you say it like that? He holds your feet.
Well, look at the slippers. He's literally like holding your feet. Like
Did
look
U2's
at
make
how they
Appa
designed
slippers?
it. Yeah, look how it's fucking $90. But look at how they designed it. Like he's dead ass just holding your feet.
U2's Appa slippers.
Also, he's looking back up at you. It's a little weird.
Oh, that's kind of cute though. Jesus, he had $90 though.
He's holding your. I mean,
Yeah.
It's such a high quality plush. At that point, just make high quality plushes. Like I don't want to stick my feet in a cute plush. Like look at
Yeah.
this.
I mean, some people must.
Oh,
though.
God.
Yeah, I was about to say, what statistic of people do want to do that, though?
Look how
is the
big and
question.
high
Yeah.
quality those things
How
are.
many-
Like
How many people have a foot fetish?
I'm sure
What
a lot.
statistic of the
What?
what percentage of the U.S. have a foot fetish?
Oh wow, there actually is a thing. According to a study, 5%
Probably like 40.
full-fledged foot fetish.
5% of
5%
people.
of all people, I guess.
That's
I mean, that still is
Not
a lot, I guess.
insignificant.
But
Yeah, that's like
Um,
a much bigger number than I thought.
yeah, that's like
Well, actually, this is
one
just
in
their
every
study.
like.
This is just their study. Actually, I shouldn't say like of all people, but I mean that is a little crazy
Because-
that the study they did 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 15% fantasize about feet sexually at some point. They're almost there.
Aw.
They're edging into that 5% category. They just want to be the 15%.
They're edging. God damn it.
They're edging into the 5% category.
Oh.
5% of 8 billion. That doesn't sound right.
Means 9 million.
9 bajillion trillion.
Or was it just in the U.S.? Because
This
wait, how many
says-
people are in the
I don't
U.S.?
know.
Like 1 point something billion.
40 billion.
Billion, trillion.
9
400 million people. 400 million people in the world have a foot fetish.
I'm a spiritual miracle.
Because I remember, like, when I was researched, like, OCD.
I
and
was
stuff,
researching foot
like,
fetishes.
I think it's
Yeah, I was about
like,
to say.
at least in America, it's like somewhere. No, like, I mean, I don't know how accurate this number is. Like around every 1 in 100 people have it. Like that, if it's more than that for like people that have a foot fetish, like maybe like 5 in 100 people have a foot fetish. Like that's kind of,
That's all.
I don't know. In long span of things, it's like, yeah, it's a small percent of the whole population, but like that is a lot. Like that's like hundreds of millions of people.
Yeah.
The most popular fetish is basically just being a peeping tom.
Yeah,
Really?
I took that.
Didn't we?
Huh. I mean, I guess.
Who did I have this
Yeah, it's
It's
conversation
kind
with?
of what watching porn is.
Who did I? Was it
Basically
Jay I
how
had
it-
this conversation with just the other day? Is like, what's the distinction between like kink, fetish, and like turn on and like that stuff? Like,
Oh, my test?
well, yeah, because you had something with that for
Oh
school.
yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
exam.
I've been so
Oh, it was just
interested in this kind of thing.
basically. Oh, it's on
Oh,
like
for school, huh?
paraphilias and fetishes and stuff like that. And there was just one question that was so stupid because it doesn't matter until it becomes a problem. So yeah, you can be into that stuff as long as it's not a problem. I mean, obviously there's some philias that are a problem, like pedophilia, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Some that are like
necrophilia,
obvious.
you know,
but
voyeurism, yeah, because you can't can't really be into that because, yeah, someone could be like, yeah, I give you I gave you consent
Voyeurism's the
to
most
watch me,
popular
but they don't get the same thrill. They want the people to be totally unaware that you're watching them, right?
Yeah, like something
So
like
that one,
not
I don't think
legal,
that one
not
could ever be.
consensual.
Yeah, same with exhibitionists, people who just show off their stuff,
Their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was what was partially my exam was on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
It is like I've always been. Wait, sorry.
You
I've
know,
always had.
I don't.
Aaron's like, I've always had really crazy fetishes.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just like I've always been extremely interested in like I feel like I don't know why, but just like I've never really taken any psychology classes or anything, but I think that's just kind of how my brain naturally works. Like I've always like since I was a kid, I've wondered like I was like people work this way, why? Like why, what in their brain, like what did their environment or like past experiences like how did it all culminate to like become who they are now? Like it's always been such an interesting concept to me because I feel like it can say a lot about like you as a person, like your psychology, like depending on what you're into, or like I don't know, like I mean sometimes not, like sometimes it has absolutely nothing to do, like fetishes are just like random or like the things that you're into, but I feel like a lot of the time, like I guess like a very commonly uh understood thing is like the like being like either like more dominant or more submissive or like like kind of more in the middle like a switch is like a term where like someone could is like fine with either. Like I feel like that can kind of say sometimes a lot about someone's like personality. It's like generally like if not all the time but like if they're like submissive in bed, then like maybe they're a lot less confrontational in real life. Or there's the opposite where it's like they're so confrontational and like upfront in person, like in normal life, that like they just want to break. So like in bed, like they like regress into like a submissive state when in like a I don't know, like that kind of vulnerable state.
Aaron, I appreciate
I
your
don't know, yeah,
wording of
it's interesting.
regression, showing that bottoms are less people.
Well, I mean,
You specifically using the word regressing into it it proves my point. Thank you for that.
I take much offense.
You would.
and I'm sure they'd be into being,
Exactly. They're glad I'm talking about them like this. They want me
yeah,
to.
yeah, exactly.
Keep talking. Don't stop. No, keep
Do
going.
not stop.
Aaron, I'm calling you
Yeah.
out. Are you doing it?
Am I? Oh shoot! Peanut butter.
Oh, what the hell, man? What the hell?
I'm
What
kidding.
the hell?
What the
Man,
hell?
what
That's
the-
right there.
What the hell?
What the heck? But yeah, no, I just find all that stuff like interesting, like psychology wise. It's very interesting stuff. I've always wanted to take a psychology class.
I
There's many
see.
out there.
No,
This
What's
one's
that thing about
abnormal
comics?
psychology.
Pee fetish.
That
One more time?
that never
pee
happened.
fetish. Pee fetish. Oh.
That never happened.
Yeah, I like
But
that
our
idea.
group
Like,
loves to start like narratives with
Comic
each other,
has-
like of each
Comic
other.
has a piss fetish.
What a mischievous lie there, Aaron.
He's
No,
getting
I mean,
really
I like
defensive
to
right
know
now.
people, bro.
He's
You know.
getting comic sus.
All right.
Acting quite mischievous.
Everyone point fucking Jay. Look at this weirdo.
What
Yeah, you
weirdo?
said sus. You're a weirdo. Sus
Yeah.
weirdo.
I'm not sus.
You're like Pablo
I'm like the opposite of
Backyard
sus.
again.
Speaking of Jay and
Oh, yeah?
Pablo from the backyard again.
Yeah, what about my man?
What about my man?
Your man. Oh God.
Yeah, what about
Isn't
him?
he, like, aren't they like fucking 10 or something?
like 6.
Is he 10 out of 10?
No, that's not.
Oh.
No.
It's so
she was a
it's
10 out
so
of 10.
over. It's so
It's
over.
over for me, guys.
Dude,
Brady's
oh,
gonna
it's
put the
over.
Club Penguin sticker on my car.
That's
Oh my god.
No, it's
That's one
The
thing
world
I
needs
hate.
to know what you fucking did.
I
What?
played Club Penguin online, and I
You're
loved it.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You're gonna be on some road.
Oh no!
Yeah, Jay,
Wait.
talk more about all that CP you got.
Yeah, let's
Dude,
Yeah, I have a lot of cheese pizza.
Let's see how many terabytes are dedicated to these 10 out of 10s you
Oh
found.
my god.
How many bytes of dedicated wham does she have for her CP?
Yeah, how much dedicated wham? How much dedicated wham do you have? Dude, I saw dude. I'm on TikTok. I'm just scrolling. I'm like, is this a Minecraft Steve? Like, he's about to mog me? Like, you know the
He's
drawing people
mewing.
do?
He's mewing.
Yeah,
I know the
mewing.
video you're talking about.
Yeah, and then someone top comment was, Minecraft spends more time making this shit instead of updating their fucking game.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is so true.
Instead of making good mobs for the mob vote.
That reminds me, when does the new update come out?
Dude, the mob vote is that shit's so fucking stupid, bro.
Can
When
we?
does the new update for Minecraft come out, actually?
I have no idea.
June probably.
Are the snapshots out right now?
You know,
Yeah,
Snapchat's
I
been
know
coming
Club-
out.
The mace is super broken.
Yeah, I was
You
about to say,
can-
that thing looks great. What? Jay, what are you saying?
They made it better.
Can we do a book club?
Which one?
Oh my god.
When this,
I'm terrified of any book Jay wants to
Brady.
recommend.
Brady, our
Yeah, look in the
delusion last
podcast
night.
chat. That's what I want to read.
$145.
June is a trigger word right now.
No, the one on the left.
Well, yeah, but still, like, both of them are pretty like
Brady, hold on.
like I don't understand.
Jay, we'll read it if you can say it right now.
If you say the name of the book.
Say it live, right?
When the side.
Say the name of the book and I'll read it.
Yeah, say the name.
All right. Well, someone
I
just
know.
gonna. Do we know?
I'm
that?
good.
That reminds me, we should all get a watch party together and watch Dogfella.
True.
No.
Doesn't
I mean,
that?
read.
That's a manga. Not, does it have an anime?
No.
I thought you sent me
wish.
something about it getting an anime.
There was a lie. It was just a fan
You-
animation.
You liar.
Mhm.
Kill him.
Execute him.
Shoot her.
Execution.
Was that what? What?
You heard him?
Yeah. Blood.
Tom, say it again. I didn't hear you. Maybe I didn't hear you properly.
Oh my god.
Was words. I thought he was just like making weird goblin noises in the mic.
Very good, Jay.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Thank you, Gane. Very good.
Thank you, guy. Very cool.
That was very nice. I liked it very much.
Thank you, Jonah Hill, for showing me the way.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Thank you, Jonah Hill. Thank you.
Is that the lore? Is he not been anti-Semitic since that tweet?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
he was
so,
like-
right?
Wasn't he just like, yo, I just watched like 21 Jump Street.
No, Jump Street.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
Made
he's
me
like,
Yeah,
laugh.
Jonah Hill
Jonah
really
Hill.
opened my eyes. He just hasn't been anti-Semitic since.
What you said about the circus ride really opened up my eyes.
Jonah goddamn Hill, man. I mean, that makes sense. That tracks.
That tracks.
That track. Good track. What?
Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill doing Jonah Hill.
so-
things.
It's something my dad like told me about, and sorry, this is definitely like a bit of a tone change. Have you? Okay, so everyone knows the meme
Thanks, Jonah Hill.
of waking up like P Diddy. That is not a good term anymore.
So what? Yeah, what happened with him?
Yeah, what? Yeah, I was about to ask, what happened with P. Diddy?
So P Diddy likes some 10 out of 10s.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that basically explains it.
I don't like that that's the new
Yeah.
term. I don't like that that's the term
Yeah.
we're using.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's the truth, man.
Jesus.
Well, okay. I can't say if he liked them or not, or if he was just selling them. I'm not sure if that makes it better.
So I didn't-
Selling?
Yeah, well,
He was
Yo, he was
selling.
running the
Yes,
whole
he
underground
was-
ring. It was like a fucking selling off.
I mean, I don't even know the full story. I just got like all this information from my dad, but apparently he like fled the country,
Oh,
and he
really?
was saying he wasn't guilty.
Oh my god, Diddy has been
Like
dubbed
the-
the Jeffrey Epstein of the music industry following the raid of 2 of his
Yeah.
properties by federal agents.
The Candyman
Yeah,
of opioids.
so now he's on the run.
Actually, you should see the pictures.
Damn, P Diddy. Not feeling
But
like
what my dad said was like,
in the morning.
he was like, if someone is guilty, why would he like, why would he flee the country? You know, that
He
so.
posted
you know,
videos.
something's
of
not
him
You
right.
know, he's going on
private
vacay.
jet.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, you know, like if you
He
schedule
is-
he
a
doesn't feel like P Diddy.
if you schedule a vacation, like, you know, if you're too close to the travel date, you can't get a refund.
Just
It's
in the
like,
country.
you know, sometimes you just gotta leave. You gotta go on the vacation. You already paid for it.
Yeah.
You can make
Easy,
easy
Aaron, why are you
deposit for that
judging?
and not
It was,
go.
it was just yeah, it was just bad timing. It was just bad timing.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with current events. But that
Unless
sucks though, because like that was like a meme, like you know, like the like wake up in the morning and feel like P Diddy. Now that is like gonna be an insult. Like that term is gonna be an insult now, or like
Now I can't feel like
describing
P.
someone
Diddy
that.
anymore.
Yeah, I would never want to
No,
feel like
Well,
P
you can. It's
Diddy.
just
You
illegal
have
if you
been.
do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
did like
you're still in luck, Jay. Don't worry.
Okay.
dude. And, but like in hindsight, oh my god, bro, his name was P Diddy. Like, what is that? Like some kind of like disgusting joke? Is it some kind of twisted joke?
This is how you get your sick
Like-
kicks.
But like legitimately, like in hindsight, his name was P Diddy, bro. Why did
Yeah.
why did we ever think
Yeah, like Diddy
otherwise?
Kong.
It was Pete diddling all over those children.
He's Pete diddling all
Oh
over.
my god.
Yeah, so
I kind of regret bringing this up a little bit, but
yeah, looking at an
no,
article.
I think it's
this-
important.
Oh, they both.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, there's a lot of alarming similarities.
Which featured 6 minors. Interesting. Only 6, huh? Doesn't seem like the kind of guy to only have 6. Oh, 6 minors.
Aidan thinking they censored the number of people.
Obviously, I was doing a bit. God damn, see, now you're doing the
I can never tell with you because sometimes you are just that stupid.
Okay, fuck.
Oh my. No, we lost another.
Okay. All right. Ordered 6 workers and. God damn, it's sex again.
They keep
Why are
tripping
they
up.
censoring sex though? Like the whole thing's about. Never mind. I don't.
That's
know.
what
Yeah,
bothers me
I
so much
mean-
about Twitter is everyone like censors the hell out of like tweets they say now because they
I-
think the algorithm's gonna get them when it's not a thing.
I was on
Yeah,
TikTok
I mean,
and they were censoring the words white and black.
Serious. Hey guys, I had a in what cookie today.
Yeah, like- My God.
what color is the zebra? Oh, redacted.
We don't talk about that.
Hey, man.
What's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Who the hell's Rodney Lil Rod Jones?
A-Rod.
You know, I just find it like I mean the fact like if you're gonna censor the word sex, like censor the word drug, like keep it consistent, and censor drugs as well. Like
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
honestly a good point. I wonder what word that S and S. What was that letter in between? It must be 6. It must be.
Oh my god, guys. She's a musician. Sax minor.
Sax minor.
What? Is that actually like an artist?
Sax with his
No.
nutsack.
No, it's like the one picture of Reiner from AOT. Let me pull it up.
I'm not sure. Is it the one where he's like,
And
hold on.
rappers just keep taking
I'll
hits out
find
here.
it.
Fucking Meek Mill and all them are like gay and shit. This is just ridiculous.
This one.
It's getting crazy out here.
He's obviously playing the saxophone. He's not doing anything else.
Yeah, he's just really good at playing. You know, he's just playing the saxophone and his. God, it looks like he's in a prison cell. Even though I know he's not, but like
I am.
I don't even remember where he was.
But yeah, no, my man's playing the greatest saxophone solo of his life.
Don't ask what that little like see that piece of wood that's just to help.
It's the
have
stand for the
stand up.
saxophone.
Yeah.
Is that person? You know, that seems edited. Because I think I see a little. I think at the bottom of the saxophone there, there's a Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son?
In a sense.
That would never happen. You know what happened to his dad? Was his dad a deadbeat?
Probably.
Are we assuming this is Hitler or something?
No, this is Reiner.
Who the fuck's that?
Haven't you
He's
seen
the Iron
Attack on
Man.
Titan? Yeah.
No, I haven't. God damn! I obviously have not seen it.
Oh, no, sorry, I spoiled about his dad or something.
I love when Steve always brings up characters and stuff, or like scenes, and he just assumes that I've seen it every goddamn time. Every
Yeah,
goddamn
because it's like a very common thing most of the time, and you're like, yeah, I've
No,
never
it's
seen
not.
it.
This is so niche. How the fuck
Attack on Titan is niche.
No
I
way.
haven't watched it. I have not
That doesn't
watched
make it niche.
Well, I mean, the
No,
scene, I can
even
see
say
the
Attack
scene
on
is kind of
Titan.
niche,
All
but
right, so I've offended some
but
people here. I didn't even say Attack on Titan, but you took it that way. So why don't you go P Diddy some 10 out of 10s?
Sounds
You
like
would
you
know
want
better.
me
You would
to.
know better.
Anyways, do you guys know what day it is today?
Hump day?
No.
what?
Hump day. It's fucking in February.
It's a
Wednesday,
Saturday.
actually.
What does Hump Day have to do with
In
February?
February?
Oh wait.
So every
No, that's
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
You were thinking of Groundhog Day?
Actually, a Groundhog
Oh, they
Day.
even
Oh,
Monday.
okay, sorry. That's my
Anyways.
fault. I misunderstood. I thought Jay said that Wednesdays are only a February thing. I was
He
like,
did.
huh?
I didn't. I said
I
hump day.
misunderstood.
Yeah, wait,
Anyways, guess what
Wednesday
day it is
exists?
today?
not Wednesday.
What?
What?
It's the
Saturday?
day of that Club Penguin closed down
Oh,
7
really?
years
Is
ago.
it? Dude, really? It's the day after my birthday.
7 years ago.
It's the day they got rid of all that CP.
Oh, boy.
Now we got it online.
Can we? I don't like how
This is a terrible episode.
I don't like how many times
I mean,
we
last week,
said
didn't we
that.
talk about like Tom Brady and his son last week or 2 weeks
Again,
ago? Like,
I need to put on a watch
Probably.
list.
we're
Oh,
like
yeah,
we're going
but-
on such a downward spiral.
Yeah.
The worst part
Dude,
is
I
my
just wanted,
topic
all that I want to
isn't
talk about is
my
like
topic
just
isn't much of a
recent
saving
events with P
grace.
Diddy.
My topic this week isn't much of a saving grace. I was just going to talk about the autopsy because I didn't last week.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not. It's
that's
not.
a little,
yeah,
a little
it's-
better.
It is a new
Little
topic. Yeah, go into detail about a dead body. It's
Yeah, let me
infinitely
go-
better
Yeah,
than
I like-
anything
I
that's
like
happened so
project
far.
So I guess it was. Is it last week or 2 weeks ago? I honestly, I have no sense of time anymore. But
Excuse me, sorry.
yeah, that's what I did an internship and up at up at Yale on the medical hospital on campus, and I took part in an autopsy. Yeah, I
Okay, I thought you ended the story there.
Yeah.
Well,
was the
tell us a
dude-
bit about the man.
it was the dude from Men in Black. This guy.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Like, I shit you not,
That's what he looks.
exactly like him. Like, this is not like, oh, it looks like, they look kind of like him. That was the guy on the table, 100%.
Jesus.
Like, but,
Well, he was
Yeah,
in the
no.
movie. Did you get his autograph?
no.
No, he's kind of.
I didn't get his autograph. I got a chunk of his brain, though, so it kind of all evens out.
Well, you gotta keep it?
No.
Oh.
No, he says.
I was just curious. I thought you said you did.
Jay's like, I want some.
Took some for the road.
Kim in
I
the
You
still-
snow.
have to seal that up though, so
I stuff it in my fucking pocket.
for later.
It's a fucking...
It'll make me smarter.
It'll make me smarter.
That's my
No.
mindset.
It apparently, no, according, so the guy I was shadowing was my uncle, actually. He works for the pathology department, which pathology is researching dead bodies, most likely autopsies the majority of the time. So, we went in, and he's like, yeah, this is like a bad one, even by my standards. And he's on like, I think it was last year, they did around 350 autopsies
Jesus.
in his department. And from that standards, the one I did was still a bad one. Because the dude had been dead for a week, wasn't refrigerated properly, so he was like heavily decomposing. So, yeah, it was honestly, everyone was surprised that I stuck through the whole time. They expected me to need a minute.
How did you?
Yeah.
Did you figure out how he died?
Yeah, so basically, I'll give a little bit of the background. So the guy actually survived pancreatic cancer not too long ago, and he got this cool, not cool, but this interesting procedure called a Whipple procedure, where basically they cut out a chunk of the pancreas, a chunk of the large intestine, and a chunk of the stomach, and just sew the three together, basically, so like everything works. But for cancer in remission, survived. having a coffee like a few months later, just dies drinking a cup of coffee in the morning. His family found him dead.
Jesus.
Mm.
They originally weren't going to do it, and that's why the body was dead for so long before we did the autopsy, because they were still weighing their options on whether or not they were going to do it, but they decided to. So our first guess was obviously heart attack's an easy one. Dude had high blood pressure, stressful last few months. We went in, no clots or any blockage in the heart. Wasn't that? I've never seen a group of people like collectively groan because someone didn't have a heart attack. That was kind of like a funny fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because we cut out the heart, we check it, we're like checking on. Nope, it's good. Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. So then we basically have to go through the rest of the body. That thing fucking smelled so bad.
Yeah, dude, I bet.
Like, I had a mask on. I was still struggling. The main dude, the lab tech, and he was basically the guy that was cutting everything. Like, he cut out, because we have to take out every organ one by one, and then we inspect them one by one. So he's just going in there with not even a mask over his nose. He does not care. He's slicing like it's nothing.
Jesus.
I made the joke in there. That dude might have been Jack the Ripper in like a past life. He was too good with that scalpel. Like, you ever see those videos of the guys like peeling the watermelon super fast with the big cleaver and all that?
No.
It's too jumbo.
But that was him though. Just doing it like flawlessly.
He was doing it like way too quickly. But yeah, we go through the whole chest cavity. We can't find much in there besides like kind of obvious stuff that you expect from a dead body for a week ago. So eventually, like, all right, we're going into the brain. So, actually, I should have done. Did I talk about this last week?
What?
I feel like I did. Because I remember saying, because I feel like I remember saying this. I was about to say trigger warning before I go into more of the detailed stuff, but I feel like I remember saying that.
I mean, we're talking about an autopsy, so I feel like the writing's kind of on the wall.
Yeah, fair.
Kind of goes without saying.
No, I'm saying like I remember saying trigger warning, and the only time I would have said that is on the podcast.
Mm. Yeah.
Anyway,
anyway,
deja vu moment aside.
Yeah.
So basically, I thought scalping would just be cut along the inside of the head, like fucking Ghetto from JJK, and like that'd be the end of it. But no, apparently you gotta take the actual skin off the head first. So they cut it from the top, like basically temple to temple, going around like your headphones would, and they basically peel the front and back of your face.
Oh.
And
yeah, I didn't even know that. What?
It's sticking to the skull. So you gotta like really pull underneath.
Ugh.
So basically, every time the nurse was jerking the head, it would violently whip back towards me and like look me in his eyes. Like, so that was something. No, it was so it was so gross because the eyes were opening up, his mouth was like leaking blood and shit. Like,
Jesus.
It weirdly got better once she peeled his face.
Oh.
I know that sounds really weird, but once she peeled down his face, you obviously couldn't see it anymore. It was like basically everything I could see was just the mouth at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, after they peel the face off, then they cut around. I got to take part in actually taking the brain out, which was kind of cool. But yeah, the dude had a brain aneurysm. That's how he died. A lot of bleeding in his cranium. Yeah, no, but obviously it's a bit of a gross experience, but it's pretty interesting to say the least. I've always been interested in med, and I'm thinking about.
Did you do another one?
I could do another one. I don't know how much I'm like going on my way to do another autopsy, but
yeah,
it wasn't bad at all. Like, I expected a lot worse. Obviously, we left a few minutes early just because like they had to clean up and do last like procedural things, and they're like, you don't really care to see this, it's fine. But yeah, no, like it wasn't bad at all. Like, I can't tell if that's just me being like really off or just it wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's definitely like I probably would have like overworked myself like before going to it. Like, oh, it's probably gonna be really bad. It's probably gonna be. I mean, I did forensics and it was definitely one of my favorite classes I ever took. I think we had like somewhat of a conversation about this, like a text conversation.
Yeah,
But
we talked about it, like
um,
after the autopsy. You didn't talk about it on podcast though, for sure.
yeah, I've never worked with like because I was just in high school, but I never worked with like physical dead bodies like actually like in front of me. But I remember we did this like uh this guy like forensic expert came in and we all like went to an auditorium and he like gave us like a slideshow of like all these like different examples and stuff. I think I mean I saw like a bunch of different things, but I think the worst one was and I mean man this is a pretty like heavy episode, but for like gross things, but they nicknamed it whatever. I don't know who nicknamed it this, but they called it the crock pot,
Mhm.
and it was this guy, this like older guy that died in a bathtub, and no one knew that he was dead for like a week or two, and he was just sitting there in the bathtub, and that's why they called it the crock pot because like all of that grossness just like was just there. Um,
Oh,
I forget. I mean, he didn't like drown or anything, thank God, because that probably would have been a lot worse. I think he just died in the bathtub. But um, yeah, it was definitely like one of the more like it's one of those things where it's not a pleasant sight, but it's also something I'm kind of glad that I like exposed myself to a little bit in a way. It's like I remember my friend and I had a conversation about like I don't know, like watching like a loved one like pass away or something. Like it's something that like it's hard to go through, but I feel like you kind of need to experience in your life, like
yeah.
just to expose yourself to something like this does exist. This is like a serious thing that happens in the real world, and like I don't know.
No.
I don't regret it. It was definitely like it's definitely gross every time I think back on it, but I'm kind of in
Yeah.
a way I'm glad that I not glad it happened, but glad that I learned something from it, I
Yeah.
guess.
You know,
Take something good from it.
I know, I was talking to the lab tech obviously while he's cutting and stuff, making small talk as he's like elbows deep in this guy's rib cage. Uh, but no, apparently the week before I was there, someone he knew was there for the autopsy, like was on the
Oh
table for the
wow.
autopsy. So that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's
I think
gotta
he
be
said
trippy, dude.
yeah, he said he didn't do it. Like I don't know how anyone could if it was like a
Mm,
friend of yours, but
yeah.
yeah, no, but I was gonna say. I remember, I think someone said this to me, and I'm not sure if it's true or not, but it was something about like our generation just being heavily desensitized to a lot of like violent and gory acts at this
Yeah.
point, just because of how exposed we were to it at such like young ages.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Because
know
like
about
when the
y'all,
internet was like
yeah, when the internet was new, nothing was really like monitored much. Like I'm like I was an iPhone user, and they had no fucking content that warning it on that site. Like
yeah, no
people
filters.
posted what they wanted, and it would also get on the feature tab too, on top of it all.
Jesus.
Yeah. And like Reddit 50/50 stuff. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like I don't know. Am I like just on my ass with that? Like, do you guys think like you might be little bit more desensitized than most think?
Um
Probably to some
hmm.
extent. I
Oh,
mean, I'm
wait.
I mean
definitely. I mean, I still get like if I see like roadkill, I'll get like a actual chill down my spine. So
yeah.
I'm not that good with it. Um,
Mm.
but I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, you see whack shit online a lot.
See,
Yeah. It's weird to for me I think it's like a like yeah, like if it's an in-person thing it's different. That I'm not completely desensitized to. But if it's like um I don't know. I don't know. Like sometimes I think I am a little, maybe just a little bit more than I should be, because I get like a little afraid of like, man, is this bad that I'm like not really that bothered by like hearing about or like seeing images of this horrible thing. Um, but the only time it really bothers me if it's like a child involved. That's honestly all I'll say. That's
yeah,
like where it actually like bothers me.
that's a big one that we were talking
Like
about.
way more than normal.
No,
Mm.
because obviously while I was going there, I said it to him like I'm considering swapping my majors to pre med, and that's part of the reason I want to shot at the hospital. And it's funny because my mom is like kind of like, you know, she knows about med and that side of it, so she's like giving me ideas, and she's like, oh, why don't you go into like pediatrics? I'm like, I don't think I have it to go to pediatrics. Like,
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
having to deal with like a kid dying and a kid like going through all this horrible shit, like, oh, I don't know how I could take that. That's like, because that's like the general consensus of like anyone not in pediatrics. They don't have the stomach for it. Like the thought of a kid going through something bad.
Yeah, because it's like one thing if like anyone else does, like that's obviously just as horrible. Well, I mean, I don't know, just as is hard to say, but like it makes it worse that it is a kid.
Yeah, like at least like because the guy that I did the autopsy, he was like 55, and like you would
Yeah,
have some kind of
at least he
solace
lived some
knowing
life.
he lived a life, he had a family, he had kids, like, you know, he did
Yeah.
all this, but like
Yeah. He did
he had time to
experience a lot more.
he lived, like, but then like you go to like a 5-year-old dying, it's like, God, they barely been around on a fraction. They're just learning
Yeah,
to talk
couldn't
at
even
that
form
point.
memories yet.
Yeah. Like their first real memory might have been within months of that happening. Like,
Yeah,
no, it's trippy. Yeah,
yeah, it's rough
motherfuckers like
stuff.
P. Diddy.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, this full circle.
I hate those guys.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty desensitized, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like Brady, last night when we were watching that one episode of Love, Death, Robots, and
Yeah.
like the bear episode, I was not really bothered by the gore at all.
Yeah,
be honest.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
too. That
that's
is
how I'll put it.
cartoony.
Media gore, I'm desensitized to very much. Real life, different story.
I don't know. Do you
Real
think
life
Sorry, what were you
I'm
saying, Brady?
desensitized too.
you think you're desensitized?
To most gore, yeah. Because like
Well, I'm sure you are. Yeah.
yeah, because I
So accusatory.
grew up with lots of dead animals, and you know.
Oh yeah.
You grew up
So
on a
like seeing
farm.
cat in half, not much for me, you know.
Yeah.
I think I'm just too like what's like
Nice.
I'm too like compassionate, I guess. Yeah, like I feel like I should I don't know. I think I just care too much about people and like even animals too. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I feel like that it just like bothers me probably more than it should. Like I don't know, like a healthy amount of like bother.
No, yeah, you should be bothered, you know. Like it's normal.
Yeah.
I've seen it so many times. It's not, you know, that crazy for me.
Yeah. Well, I don't think
Yeah.
desensitized necessarily equals unbothered.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was talking to the people about it, obviously, and they're like, you know, yeah, you go through an autopsy almost like 3 times a week at minimum. It's like, damn, that's got to be like a lot, like a curve for it. He's like, you know, it's a bit, but the main thing is that we try to do is you keep it with people who also know it. Like, you never bring it home.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's got to be real because not everyone can really sit with death that easily.
Mm-hmm. That is something I will say though, like that was one of the things how I mentioned earlier. Like I'm glad that I got some good from the experience. Is like I remember walking away from that forensics presentation and being like, man, like I've had thoughts before, and it's sorry for getting so heavy, but like I feel like everyone's had like the thought of like, oh, like what if I, you know, like maybe life isn't worth living or whatever. But like I don't know, man. Like so if you do actually witness death, and like I don't know, because I've had like especially in the past few years, like family members or like friends that were like way too young. Um, that it's like I don't know, man. Like it makes me appreciate like the life that I do have
Yeah.
because like it's like I don't know I was like wow I feel gross looking at all those pictures but I feel kind of free in a way because it's like oh man I'm living right now like I'm experiencing and like it's cool so yeah I don't know it was kind of like it was definitely moving.
Bro, my big thing I took away is like, if you can help it, Maybe have your parents not, maybe have your family not do an autopsy if you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they cut open the guy's rib cage with garden clippers.
Jesus.
The shit you use on tree
Jesus.
branches.
My God. Yeah. No, and also, I used to like. I feel like everybody also has a bit of that, like, I mean, initial fear of death or whatever. I mean, I think that's just natural, but I mean, like, because I remember, I think it was also that year, it's my senior year. Like, for some reason, my brain just went haywire that year. But like, I remember thinking, I would like think about it all the time, like kind of obsessively. I would just be like, oh, like, like worrying about like, oh, like death, what happens after death, and then it sucked for like a week or two, like thinking about that every day. But then I was like, I don't know. I think it helped me like grow comfortable with the idea of it,
Yeah.
and like witnessing things like dead people or like people close to you dying. Like it's like as much as it sucks, I feel like it also, in a weird way, it also kind of comforts me because it's like, man, like we're all together in this. Like everyone dies, like no exception. Like I don't know how to describe it, but that there's some level of comfort in that. It's like I don't know. And like living forever would honestly suck worse, in my
Yeah.
opinion, than death. Because like death is like you get to be free from like life after a good amount of time. Living forever is a more scary thought.
Oh, that's fair.
But if you're born once, you could be born again.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that too, like when
Because like I
my
thought about
grandpa passed away.
yeah, like because like this thought of forever is scary, but I'm here, so that means it's a possibility I'll be here again. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
I'm in a weird
Way,
place where I fear coming back more so than dying. Like I would never like if reincarnation is a thing, which that's a whole nother topic, but I don't know. If we're all made from matter of the universe, who's to say it won't, you know, become something else in the future if it doesn't go away completely?
Bro,
What if once you die, time's no longer linear, and you can come back before?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's a crazy thing.
What if you come
And
back? What if you come back? It's like the 1900s then.
Kill myself.
That's a crazy thought.
do you think when
Yeah.
you die, you just time travel?
What if?
Could you hypothetically
I don't
go into-
necessarily believe that that's
What's it,
possible.
Aidan?
However, that's a crazy thought. Like hypothetical, that's crazy to think.
What say, Aidan?
So hypothetically, you could go into the future or only into the past, you're saying?
It could
Anywhere.
be either.
Anytime.
It could be like hundreds of millions of years from now or ago, or
Who's
maybe even
this-
just like a year in the future.
Who's just said if you're reincarnated, your consciousness comes back to this universe?
Oh, wait a second.
Get
I like the
isekai,
way you think.
motherfuckers!
Isekai.
Well, that would
Dude,
be a
I haven't-
terrible reality then.
Kill yourself. Get isekai.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would be a terrible reality. You just end up in a whole new universe. None of the things you knew when you were alive exist in it.
That's also considering that you remember your previous life.
Well, then what's the point?
Yeah,
of,
and who's to say that hasn't already happened?
Then what's the point of reincarnation? Because then you just assume that like, oh, I'm born in this time.
You ever have,
Well, that's the thing, I
deja
really think-
vu of something you didn't do before?
Yeah,
Dude,
yes,
what?
yes, dude,
Oh,
yes,
they
dude.
don't-
I was just about to mention
yeah.
that. Like, have you ever had that thought of like, I'm in a like weird, slightly different timeline because like I had deja vu of like this thing that seems so familiar to me, and it happens, but in like a different way, like slightly different way.
I've had deja vu.
What if it's like Fortnite, where when you die, you spectate the person who killed you?
Oh, that's a terrible. No, that's a terrible reality. Wait, so let's say you go back.
God,
into
dude, Hitler
1900s.
has lived so many lives.
Dude, he has 14 million viewers on him right now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
You go back to the 1900s and you have deja vu of Fortnite. Then you're like, what the fuck was that? Because that shit is not going to exist for like another 300 years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck? That would be torture.
Dude,
insane.
going back to a world without Fortnite is
was
not a world I
Fortnite?
want to live in.
What if,
What,
no,
what,
Aiden,
Brady?
Aiden, we're gonna reincarnate in the 1900s. We're gonna be in World War II and be like, I remember playing this. I remember playing this video game.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a video game?
That's how we
And,
won the
and then
war.
it like turns out like you're the
Where's, like,
reason
the
why
concept?
Fortnite happens is
Where's
because
my
you
guiding
guys had that.
shovel?
Where's my Medi Betty?
Shut the fuck up.
Where's my
Oh,
chug
God.
chug?
Where's my Damascus rifle?
The
Yeah,
big
where's
swing.
my fucking mastery camos, bro?
The
Where's
big swing.
Jonesy?
Where's Lieutenant Jones?
Guys, I'm gonna be cranking 90s in this war. Okay, that was bad.
No, that was excellent.
Meanwhile, all the other soldiers looking at you and just fucking pop your head off.
I just imagine
fucking cool.
someone. It's like World War One. There's an imposter among us, and someone goes, "Boop, boop,
God.
what are you humming? I don't know.
Someone has definitely
no.
hummed that before, like in the 1900s, before Among Us existed.
Is it
Well,
like
I bet
Yeah,
it's
I
like
wonder if
an
someone
old
has wrote that melody before.
is it like a chimp on a typewriter? Like people are bound to hum that tune at some point.
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
There's, like, old pictures of like family portraits, and like there's always like the captions like, if you think we're much different from the people back then, here's like old pictures of like
Yeah,
a
people
father
being
and son
silly and shit
laughing
like
while
that.
they're
I
Yeah.
love those pictures, yeah.
or like memes and stuff. Like they had like there was like a news article. It was just like you with makeup and then like you without makeup. Like what
Yeah,
you think you look like in the mirror.
they had memes back then.
Yeah,
man.
like
Yeah. They just
they
didn't
have
have a
like
term
stuff
for it.
that, we have today. It's just like, dude, that would be fucking stupid if you get reincarnated. Just like I'm cranking 90s. People be fucking losing their minds if you said that shit.
I love that that's where we go. That's where
I know, that's the thing, like to Fortnite.
We all go to the big battle bus in the sky.
Well, dude, what if you get reincarnated into the future? What if like Fortnite's real then? Like,
What
it's
if
just like
Fortnite's
Yeah.
real?
You can like go in a simulation. Yeah.
And you're actually killing real people. You better win that victory royale.
Oh my god.
Do you think Aiden could do like his Orange Justice dance in the future, and people will be like, "Where's that come from? I've never seen that
Oh my-
before."
Yeah, my default dance. That would be.
They're gonna think
That
you're
would-
like
that
ancient.
would
They're like,
turn
oh, that's like hundreds of years ago kind of slang.
That would turn heads. You know what universe I'd want to go to? This one's for Brady.
Yeah.
You know what universe I want to go to, Brady?
No, don't go.
The Duneverse.
No, dude. Dude, we
The
spent.
Sandusky.
I went over to Aiden's house
This
last night.
motherfucker.
I went over to Aiden's house last night. Got up to leave. We spent the next 2 hours ranting about Dune 2 like, in his fucking like front door. Like he's talking about Dune 2 for hours.
I was gonna say, how often is it when like we're about to leave, we'll have like another 2-hour conversation like in the fucking doorway
Oh,
or like
very
at the
common,
door?
very
It's
common.
every
Yeah.
time.
And I had some kind of conversation. I don't know really what was happening at all. Dude, and we were just coming off of like, because I showed Brady like a pretty good Netflix series, and then next thing you know, we just got stuck in the Sandusky.
The
We couldn't
Sandusky.
stop. We couldn't stop.
So here's a question: how long do we want this one to be?
How long is it?
What's our current longest episode?
We're not
That's
challenging
like
that. We're definitely
It's
if
like
there's a
3
day to
hours.
challenge it, it's definitely not today. We're just under an hour right now. Like
24-hour
Okay.
live stream.
We could go for another little bit,
Yeah, like another half
or
hour.
like hour
Not another
15,
half
hour.
hour.
Half...
I don't ever even came back.
Well, that's on him. But I'm,
Dude,
I'm trying to make half
that
hour. I'm
reminds
trying to
me.
make an hour and a half our cap.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds good.
But like preferably
like
the cap
anywhere
we
till
don't
then or
meet
before.
often.
Yeah, we could just keep going for like another like 15, 20 something, but
Be at 8.
or just whatever feels natural. But
Dude,
that's something. So with comic leaving, that's something that reminded me. I want to make like a a little. I don't know like who would be interested in like participating or anything, but just making a like a bingo thing for like a stranger cast episode where it's like comic Uche leaves midway
Oh,
through the episode, or like Aidan mentions Kit Fisto, or like something like
No, I
that.
actually haven't
Like
mentioned it in
Aaron
a
and
long
Steven
time.
mention JJK, you know, something like that.
Good lord.
No,
I
Or
got
something
it.
that happens often.
Just know people have been saying that I talk about him a lot. That's the only time I've heard it.
But honestly, it was only like twice, to my knowledge.
Dude,
But
everyone just talks about, dude, Aiden's obsession with Kid. I haven't even said it.
Well,
since.
you said it enough that one episode to make a career out
I
of it.
know. I know. It's like who I am. I haven't even said it in like multiple episodes.
Yeah.
It's just gonna follow me for the rest of my goddamn life.
Ryan just had to put one cow in that hole, and that's all he was.
Yeah.
That's honestly, well,
Well, for a time.
P. Diddy.
Jesus Christ.
he's pulling a little pee diddle.
P. Diddle.
Why was the topics in this episode pedophilia and mortality?
Yeah,
Why was
and then
this-
also my birthday.
Well, Batman, when you're
Happy birthday.
They're all related.
Although I was the one that brought up the P. Diddy.
Okay, so we have birth, childhood, and death. The stages of life. And we talk about reincarnation, so after death as well.
Yeah, we got it all.
This is the cycle right now.
Just in a very weird way. Very weird timeline.
Well,
Oh, wait, I never sent the videos from the venue I went to.
when you're done with their bodies, Batman, you
Yeah, eat them.
no. The little
Huh?
What?
She's crying.
What do they deserve?
What?
it's what didn't they deserve, Batman?
So,
those
topic
maracas
change.
are
I have a,
pies. Those maracas
a
are
random...
Oh, yeah, Fortnite, we got to get down.
My grandma and I went out for lunch, and she told a story. So, because we somehow always end up talking about there's a time that I brought this up before, like we saw the Kardashians in random town in Yellowstone, which that was crazy. But she said like another time she like slightly had like a bit of a tide like towards somebody like famous. So she worked in dialysis, and one of her patients was Dave Chappelle's father.
Ooh.
And yeah, and I think she mentioned it was like right around when he was getting his career started, because the dad, it was like so cute actually. It was wholesome. He was like really talking about how proud he was of his son,
Oh.
and like that he thinks his son is like really like charismatic and stuff, and like, which apparently according to my grandma, that guy also was very like he was kind of like Dave Chappelle too, like he was pretty like funny and like charismatic and stuff. But and he'd always like dress like pretty formally. He'd always be very like I don't know how to describe it, but he like just the way he went about. Yeah, he was just really cool.
Cool.
And I don't remember his name, but apparently my grandma like worked with him multiple times as like a patient. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's just crazy how like the world is just small like that.
Yeah.
It was like my one friend's dad that was neighbors with Jimi Hendrix. Well, their parents. I think he was already an adult, so like he didn't live with them, but he was neighbors with the parents or something. I forget. That could just be a lie, though. I don't know. I really don't know. Because people could just lie about that stuff at any point, but I would definitely believe my grandma.
Beyonce is my neighbor.
Beyonce is your neighbor, dude. Wait, I didn't even know you had any neighbors other than just the wasteland.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
The radiated corpses.
I feel like Beyonce would. I feel like she would not live in Canada. I don't know why. I feel like she'd live in.
Well, because Beyonce has fucking
born and raised. Born and raised in Hollywood. Like I feel like she's.
Why would she want to
too
live
brainwashed. I mean,
anyway? She's so
Fuck
rich.
you,
She
I
can
bet-
live anywhere warm, you know.
I bet she
I wanna
had
visit Canada
maple
one day.
syrup breast milk.
She has what for her breast milk?
Bro,
Maple syrup.
her shit's gold.
Nah, it's probably fucking Hennessy, dog. What the fuck? Maple syrup. Shake.
Fiji water.
Well, it's just you Canadians that are cursed with that shit.
Fiji water.
She is hot though.
No,
so,
maple
like,
syrup breast milk.
if she was Canadian, then like I don't know, man.
And she got better.
Like props to them because she's hot.
The only thing, if Beyonce's Canadian, that's the only thing that country's ever accomplished.
and you know,
Other than,
helping
other than
win
Justin
World War
Trudeau
II, but
falling down the
yeah,
stairs. But so did our
Yeah,
president.
that
Our
too.
president fell down the stairs.
We got many famous Canadians. Okay, we provide.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, but like,
Drake,
they're
The dudes who
famous,
made
and it's like,
Devin Dillard are
oh, they're
Canadian.
Canadian? Like,
Drake,
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
one
I
I
like
can.
them
I
a little
never.
less.
Can get.
I think they try to hide that part of their life.
Is it like Ryan Reynolds?
Bono,
Canadian?
Jim Carrey's Canadian apparently.
Jim Carrey's Canadian?
Really?
Michael J. Fox.
Yep. The
Justin
Foundation?
Bieber.
Yep.
Yeah, we notice
Michael
that this isn't
Bublé,
common knowledge. Like, they hide it.
Dwayne Johnson. That
Did you hear that about Americans?
okay.
Yeah.
What about Americans?
Anyways, keep going, Aiden.
Keanu
Yeah, like Jack
Reeves,
Harlow from like
That's all that
Kentucky.
I
Keanu
know.
Reeves does, yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Celine Dion.
Tom Green.
I don't know who the fuck is Tom
Faye
Green?
Ray. That person has a cool name. Dead Mouse or whatever, how you say his name, I think.
Yeah, Dead Mouse.
Yeah.
It's Deadmau 5.
Shut the
Matthew
fuck up.
Perry. He just overdosed on
Anyone who
pronounced
actually
Beanie
says
Nos.
that.
Ryan Reynolds.
You guys hear about that new BB Nos song?
Oh,
With
fucking
Smosh?
Darth
Yeah.
Vader. Hayden Christensen's Canadian.
It goes hard.
Wait, which one? The Smosh one or the Moist Critical one?
Most critical.
What goes hard?
Well, I mean, he doesn't
I-
sing on it. The song is
Yeah, I
good,
was gonna
but
say,
he's
does
just
he
dancing in the
sing-
music
He's
video.
in the video dancing, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying the song.
Yeah,
sounds
no, it's a
good.
good song.
What was
Was
the
it Moist
point?
Critical band or
What was the
something?
point in him being in the song?
I
Just the
Well, he
dance.
probably
okay?
just got more
Someone
clicks
just
on the
wanna
music
dance.
video.
Song.
I mean, I think they are friends apparently, but
A dude just wants
Yeah.
to dance.
Yo, I got a new song. You want to like come for the music video? Yeah, sure, why not?
You want to dance?
Dude, honestly, like, I would love that. Like, if I were to ever become like an artist, and like, just our other artist friends are just like, "Hey, yo, you want to be in the music video for no reason?" Hell yeah.
The Adam Sandler
yeah,
of
brother.
music artists.
What song is Moist Critical in? What music video?
from Baby No
But
Money.
he has a band, right?
He does have a band too. Yeah, that's why I assumed he was gonna sing.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna have to do this. I'm just gonna look this
Because
up.
I remember my friends showing me like the band's songs, and they were pretty good.
Does he?
It's
he
definitely
sing
like an
on it, or
Aaron
does he just play an
style of
instrument?
song. I mean, I don't know. Jay or Steven?
What?
Or the song you were talking about, does Moist Critical like sing or play guitar? Like,
No, he's just
No, he
he's
just
in the
dances.
music
No,
video.
that's not what I was asking. I was
Oh,
asking if
him
in his
too?
band, if he what role does he play in the
Oh.
band?
Oh, I don't know
I
that.
think he plays guitar and sings.
Oh, okay,
To my
that was the
think.
thing I was curious. Is I didn't know if he sang. That's why I assumed he would sing in the Baby No Money song.
He's saying something.
I think he does sing. Hold on, I'll look it up. I don't even
Right.
remember what his band is called. I've only heard like 2 songs. It was like a year ago. John Fortnite Kennedy.
It existed.
Okay, Moist
John. What does
Critical Band.
John Fortnite? Well, that can't be right.
Yeah, no, it's right.
What?
John 2 Weeks Kennedy.
It's 2 weeks Kennedy. What is that?
Fortnite means 14 days.
So he does sing.
Well, that's. But are we talking
I
about?
don't know if he plays
video
guitar
game?
or not.
Oh, I'm so confused.
You know, just ask
Are you
me that
okay?
question.
Listen, you guys are just ruining my bits here.
So he does fucking sing. So why the fuck did he
He
Yeah,
sing?
he
just
sings
wanted
and
to
plays guitar.
dance. Just let him be silly.
No.
It just was random to say featuring Moist Critical at that point, because I guess technically yes, but like, and in the music video version,
He,
they
but
had-
he
they,
didn't
like,
work on the song.
in the music video version of the song too. There's like, I don't know where. There might be like 1 or 2 parts where like the song pauses for like 1 full second.
Actually,
for him
it
to
doesn't say
something.
featuring, it says starring.
It says
That's
It says
different.
starring.
Yeah, it says starring,
All right,
not
then,
featuring.
Yeah, no, it's not corrected. Then that's a little different.
What is this argument?
And on Spotify, it says nothing.
Yeah,
Because he didn't sing.
yeah.
Well. I mean, wow.
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 Yeah, I can't believe Moist Critical is also from Florida, and he looks like me slightly. So, like,
Do you think you guys are
I
like
don't know.
separated at birth or something?
It's a small victory.
Probably.
Let's see. Famous people from Florida. Oh, Snoop D-O double G.
Yeah.
Talking about?
XX Tentacion. It's just a picture of
Wait,
Lil
really?
Nas X.
Ooh, really?
Wait,
I'm
what?
not even kidding. I am not
That's
even
so
kidding.
funny. Wait,
Who?
I am not even fucking kidding, bro. I'm about to send this shit right now. Look at this shit.
no
Oh my
way.
fucking god.
That's not
Right.
okay.
That's so
They gotta change that.
unfortunate.
That is fucking awesome, dude.
Wait, who's from
That-
Florida?
Fucking awesome.
It says
And that's
XX
Lil Nas.
Tentacion, and they have a picture of Lil Nas X.
Awesome, bro.
Holy shit.
Holy crap. Well, I'm happy.
Wait,
I'm gonna
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is from Florida? Ariana Grande?
Apparently he's Canadian. Apparently he's
Wait.
Canadian as well.
I thought he was Samoan. I thought he was from Hawaii.
Well, apparently he's from everywhere, okay?
How many fucking places can one man be from?
Maybe he had a
Oh,
maybe
I'm just
maybe
thinking
he
of
had
like born.
a Samoan parent and a Canadian parent that had him in Florida.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do famous people
yeah,
from
that's what I'm
Florida.
thinking.
Oh, Confucius, of course. I know him. I've seen a lot of his movies. Oh, yes, of course. Of course, the top two are Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee.
Well, yeah.
Dwayne Johnson was born in
This person's name is
California.
Sam Bing Bing.
Wait,
Sam
Dwayne
Bing
Johnson
Bing.
was born in fucking California.
Dude, if you also look up famous people from Canada, I swear to God, he's there in Canada too, okay?
But maybe he lived in Florida.
Wait, I'm just thinking like
Grew
where they
up.
were born. We should do
Why the
born.
fuck's it say Dwayne Johnson's from Canada?
We should go to his Wikipedia page.
Elvis
Maybe we can
Canadian
follow
because
the
his dad was
trail
born
of his
in
life.
Nova Scotia. His dad was born in Nova Scotia, so apparently that counts him as being born as Canadian.
That
okay?
counts?
I guess so. Okay,
Wait a minute, his
Hey
dad.
guys, I was born in New York.
I'll make the goddamn rules.
Wait, Elon Musk was born in South Africa. Why the fuck is he from Canada?
I don't know. Maybe he lived there, bro. All right. Well,
Dude, Google's straight up lying to us.
Well, XXXTentacion is apparently Lil Nas X.
Yeah,
That killed me.
I was there. I
Dude,
saw
it's
it.
the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life,
That's
dude.
so fucking funny. Someone's got to
I'm
tweet
like,
that
looked
at
at
him.
him, ooh, Snoop D-O double G, and I'm like, oh, wait a goddamn minute.
Wait a goddamn minute.
Let's see.
Dude, sometimes I forget I wasn't born in Florida, but we just moved here like when I was like
And
4
I
weeks
see.
old. So I'm an honorary Floridian, but
I'm on the fact that Canada is so desperate for people, they're claiming Dwayne and Elon Musk. Even though neither of
There's a
them
lot of
That is
people
not
that
them
are
claiming it.
they're claiming
It's
it.
long. Well, the Dwayne the Rock Johnson one, that's pretty. I mean, yeah, that one I don't know about, but yeah, sure. Apparently, he's from everywhere, I guess.
They're claiming Dwayne Johnson because his dad was born in Nova Scotia.
So he
And
is.
apparently,
So he
that
is
doesn't-
Canadian.
no, he's not. He's American. He was born in America.
Yeah, but his dad. You know what I
Brady,
mean?
that
Like
doesn't-
that's how that
That
works.
doesn't make him.
No, nationality is
how
where
that
you're
works.
born.
That's not how that works at all. Oh,
yeah, I
Jesus
think we should
Christ.
change the
Oh,
term
Jimmy-
to
oh, Jimmy
like
fucking
born in
Brady.
Wait a minute.
Florida.
Let me fucking.
Brady, that doesn't.
I could say it's like families from places, but like I don't know. I think Google's being a little like lenient with what the term like from means because I think we should change it to born.
It's in his DNA, I guess, that he's well, actually, I don't know. It depends if if his dad was just living there, or wait, did he say he was born there? Is he?
I think his dad was born in Nova Scotia.
Well, it's just.
How does
Yo,
that
this
not
guy
make
definitely
sense?
look-
That if his dad is Canadian, then he's got a bit of Canadian in him.
Well, he's got.
No, but
Well, I don't. I'm sort of. I don't.
But
think
if I'm
his dad
searching
is
famous,
Well, it's not
that I
famous
get, but
people
my
from
point-
Canada,
That I get. Yeah, that's not how that works. But what I'm saying, because y'all are saying I'm stupid for that. That's not how that works. That makes sense. What I
I
said.
say you're stupid for a lot of things. You gotta be more specific.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm just confused.
Well,
Google's
okay.
lying to us, okay?
Well, I mean, this guy.
Lil Nas XXX.
So his dad's dad. Wow, there's a lot of history here.
History where? What are you looking at now?
Well, because like I'm looking at. Well, okay. This is like. Well, I think Brady. What I think we're getting lost in translation here is that yes, he could be a Canadian citizen, but I'm pretty sure Dwayne the Rock Johnson does not look like your average Canadian.
That sounds
Like-
very true.
Just like I don't look like
I wasn't saying
you know,
looked
like I don't.
one.
No, but that's why I think we're getting lost in like I have Italian blood in me, but I'm not from.
Yeah, no,
Italy,
I'm saying though, like
Yeah.
he's not some level of Canadian, even though you know, like in the same
Yeah.
sense that we're some level of
I don't-
Italian. Like that's how, yeah,
Right.
that's how that works. I was told
did
no.
someone say that? I don't think anyone
I was told
said
otherwise like 10 minutes ago by somebody.
that.
Well, it's
I
just
don't-
that like
I don't
I'm
remember.
assuming his family moved to Canada a long time ago.
They never did. I don't think they ever did.
Oh, because
Dude, imagine Google was just like straight up.
I'm sure it
was
is.
born
Like, I'm
there,
not
and his
blaming-
dad's
yeah.
dad was born there apparently. So they must have just moved there, I guess.
Huh.
You know, like how people immigrate. They did a little bit of that immigration.
Immigration in the nation.
Immigration, the liberation of my peoples.
What?
Liberating my peoples.
Dude. Sometimes I wish I knew more about like my family's history.
No, just go on one of those websites,
Yeah,
send in
dude.
like a swap of your
23
cum or
skidoo.
something. Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah, 23 could do.
No, seriously,
But
just do
I mean,
that.
like-
It will tell you everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just wish like I got like stories from like personally from like people, but they're dead.
No.
Oh, well,
Ouija
yeah,
board.
They can't. 23andMe can't give you
Ouija
that.
board?
Is Ouija board the answer there?
True. Wait, I
Yeah.
might try that.
Grandma,
What do
are
you
you in the room with us?
No.
Grandma, are you sus?
No. What is Fortnite?
The YouTube video of your
Grandma,
parents
did you
Ouija board
crank
is awesome.
90s when you were alive?
Back in my day,
Are
we
you
played
with us right
90s.
now? What is Fortnite? Grandma, we missed you. Answer the question.
What is a Fortnite?
What was like the spirit that you wouldn't want to like encounter with that? Whatever it starts with, like a Z.
That's
The
not
devil?
Drake.
Zach,
That is not Drake.
That can't be Drake, man.
It was
No,
like
literally.
Drake, where's the door?
Wait, Jay, what are you asking about?
no, what the thing with like the Ouija
Like a
boards.
Ouija
was,
board
like-
demon?
Yeah, there was one that you like you would have to stop immediately if you were to encounter it. It started with like a Z. I don't know what the fuck its name was.
Zarek.
Yeah, sure it was. Let me search
Better
it
than
up.
what you got.
I don't know.
Ted is not Drake.
I've only done a Ouija board once. And no offense to my friend, I think I've told this story to like off the podcast, but like it was so obviously fake because like I could see it was me and these two girls, and then me and my friend had like never done it before, and we're like,
His
okay,
name's Zozo.
Zozo, yeah.
Zozo?
Yeah, Zozo. You didn't want to encounter Zozo.
Who the hell
Dude,
is
no
that?
offense to Zozo, but who named you, bro?
Okay, well Zozo's gonna go after you now.
Who the fuck
Yeah.
is Zozo?
Okay.
He's a fallen
Zozo
angel.
is known as the Ouija board demon. Is a malevolent entity that is believed to be summoned through the Ouija board. All these are various accounts, stories, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, well, I
According to some
bet my
accounts, Zozo is believed to be a
fucking-
fallen angel who was banished from heaven. Zozo was a demon who possessed the boy named Roland Doe when he used the Ouija board. This session was written about the book The Exorcist. Oh, he's the guy from The Exorcist.
Yeah, well, I bet you my fucking bullets from my Glock 19 could have some words with Zozo.
What the fuck?
Dude, Aidan would be Zozo, honestly.
Beat or B?
Beats.
I heard-
Like you'd win in a fight.
What the?
Yeah, I'd summon him intentionally.
With this sacred treasure, I summon.
I am Zozo. There's a movie in 2012. Oh, let's see the reviews. It might be pretty. Oh,
How bad is
3.2 out
it?
of 10. Wow, that's really cool.
Wow.
Hey, it has award wins. What?
Must not have been
Audience
Steve
Alien
choice.
hand syndrome?
Wait, audience choice. It has a 2.2 out of 10. It's an audience choice.
What the?
Yeah.
Y'all,
it's an
so
audience choice award.
on Wikipedia, I guess now they update it where you can scroll down to the bottom. It gives you like similar weird things, I guess. And it recommended me something called alien hand syndrome. Alien hand syndrome is a category of conditions.
Jobs.
Is a category of conditions in which a person experiences their limbs acting seemingly on their own.
What the freak?
That is weird.
That's kind of creepy.
Bro, can we get Zozo in on next week's episode?
Yeah, so yeah, who wants to summon him?
It's because
Honestly,
my arm
kinda
just
sounds
takes control of
chill.
itself and jacks me off.
Hey,
Zozo, are you in the room with me right now? Can you jack me off?
You can't snow you.
Oh no, Zozo, don't get my toothbrush.
Jesus. We're bring it full circle.
There's a vibrator in the drawer. Oh no.
Zozo, don't open up that drawer.
Oh no.
Zozo,
Zozo, oh no.
not my baby.
My toe mater fleshlight is in that drawer, mate.
Lanny.
Dude, what? You stick a little exhaust pipe, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you think they have fleshlights in the Cars universe?
Flashlights, dude. They're all walking flashlights.
Well,
or driving, I should say.
The cars are the flashlight.
Nothing should ever be referred to as a walking flashlight.
The real fleshlights were the friends we made along the way.
Oh wait.
What happens when you like get in the? You open the car doors to the cars.
Get on the floor.
Well, the
Everybody do
scene
the
where
dinosaur?
the
Yeah, everyone
Miatas
walk the car
flash
dinosaur.
Lightning McQueen, it's really just them taking their tits out. So are
Yeah.
headlights the tits or something? I'm a little confused on this.
Yeah, they're flashing him.
Cars anatomy.
Haha.
Yeah, they're flashing him, but like, you know, they have whatever. That joke.
The joke was
fine.
that's not their tits. It's just they're flashing him.
Yeah, but a Miata has to lift up its like lights to.
Oh, were they Miatas?
Yes, so like they're actually
Okay,
taking
then
their
yeah.
tits out.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's their tits then.
Okay, I got a question. Who's a better racer? Lightning McQueen or Ricky Bobby?
Ricky Bobby.
Who's Ricky
Who?
Bobby?
Who?
From Talladega Lights.
What the hell is
What
that?
the fuck is that?
Talladega Nights.
Oh,
wait, so
What are we saying?
You know the scene where it's like I wake up and piss excellence?
Dude. What?
I was like my everyday life, but
It's excellent.
No.
If you're not first, you're last. You never heard of this shit?
No.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
don't think so.
Movie, man. Come on.
Come
Sorry,
on.
It's
I'll-
the greatest race car driver to ever live. Just know that.
Talladega Nights, the
Dude.
Ballad of Ricky Bobby, man. Come on, man.
I think the real winner would be Turbo here. I mean, like, come
Oh.
on.
Turbo these nuts.
On that note. Jesus Christ.
This is very. Okay, I don't know how to. This is not a bad episode. It's very all over the place.
Alright, so
I
this
just-
proves
we
that
gotta
Aidan is
look at
not the
content,
glue.
in my opinion.
Jesus Christ. Should we wait for Aidan? I mean, I don't know. Unless we
No,
don't wanna-
fuck it. No, fuck comic. He left us.
I wasn't saying comic.
Who were you saying?
Aidan.
Aidan.
Oh yeah, wait. I'm gonna make that bigger card. Right
Where's he going? Wait, what?
He definitely.
Here he
fucking...
is.
Oh, there. Never mind.
Hey,
Do we want to end it here?
End it all?
Yeah.
sure.
Suicide. Wait, Stranger Nights Suicide Pack?
Oh.
Stranger Nights Suicide Pack?
baby.
Talladega Nights
baby,
Suicide Pack?
Supercast.
Oh gosh, she's going at it right now on camera.
God.
baby.
Today I'm gonna.
You know what's even weirder about that is that Justin Bieber was like, what, 13, 14 at the time?
Yeah.
No, he's actually
So you
16.
are-
Like
He
that
was
makes it
not.
any better.
Definitely
People
was
thought he sounded
not.
like a girl.
That does
No,
not
he
make
won.
it better at all.
What?
That doesn't make it better at all.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my